Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite winter wellness tips, winter wellness and hydration. But not just hydration with water. I also like to talk about the value of staying hydrated with oil and how you can easily do it. So no matter what, you're probably going to be exposed to some nasty winter bugs, right? You can't live in a cave all winter long. Besides, studies show that staying engaged in good relationships is actually really good. It stimulates your immune system. So yes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure here. There's the usual things like make sure you wash your hands after you go out in the world, try to get a little extra rest, try not to overdo it on the holiday treats, drink your herbal teas. But there is one prevention winter wellness tip that really I see as undervalued and not talked about that much, and that is hydration. And not just hydration with water. I use water and oil to keep hydrated. So here's the scoop. Okay, let's talk about water first. Your body is around 60% water, give or take. And since we are made up of so much water, it's stressful to the body to be dehydrated. But also being dehydrated increases our susceptibility to catching a winter bug. So what happens is good hydration keeps your mucous membrane doing its job of assimilating nutrients and eliminating waste. And it's so much easier for bugs that can make you sick to stay in your mucous membrane of your nose and throat, especially if you are dehydrated. And the thing is that what I've noticed over the past 20 years in my herbal clinical practice is that my clients, they would show up more dehydrated in the winter than in the summer. I mean, go figure, right? But what happens is that without the heat and activity levels of summer, many people just forget to drink water. I mean, in the summer, we feel like quenching our thirst, right? But in the winter, unless we can get something warm to drink, what happens is people just often skip it. So here is your water hydration useful tip number one. Don't leave your water consumption up to chance, okay? Here's what you do. You figure out how much water you want to drink for the day and measure that out in the morning. Find a few water bottles that hold the amount of water you need and get in the habit of drinking from the same water bottles every day. Okay, I know that's simple, but in my practice, this one little trick has helped. I can't even tell you how many of my clients it's helped, right? And otherwise we just drink here and there and you don't really know how much water you've actually had, right? So many people drink less than they think. So it's worth to incorporate this simple tool of measuring your water, right? Measure your water intake. And once my clients got in the habit of measuring the water, so many of them were so surprised at how sporadic and often non-existent their water drinking was in the wintertime, right? So, okay, measure it out. I'm telling you, try it. Tell me what you think. I want to know. All right, so water hydration, useful tip number two, carry a thermos. So simple. If you're traveling or running around or on the go during the winter, chances are that the water you carry will get cold. And for most people, most of my clients, what I've learned from them is that they're just not inspired to drink water when it's cold. So carrying your water in a thermos allows you to keep your water at a temperature that's comfortable for you to drink, right? So those are two, really measure it out and just get in the thermos habit. We have a whole cabinet of thermoses in my house. So you can always find one, right? And one thing I just want to mention here is one of the main reasons I notice people having more dehydration in the winter is blowing heat in the car. And also, especially be careful that your nighttime heating source does not cause dehydration, right? Central heating that blows air into your room at night can dehydrate your mucous membrane. So I've seen many people susceptible to catching colds because of the blowing air at night. And when they stopped the nighttime blowing heat, they had fewer colds, right? So, all right, so that's hydration with water. Now let's talk about hydration with oil. So two of my great teachers, Candace Canton, who's author of The Pocket Guide to Ayurveda, and Dr. Ladd, I learned from both of them that oil is to the body what love is to the soul. Okay, so this is how good oil is. So, when it's cold outside, it's just so easy to stay bundled up and never really check in with your skin. You know what I mean? It's like, brr. And what happens is that dry skin means dehydration in your lymph system. And hydrated lymph is integral to a healthy immune system. Keep your skin hydrated and keep your skin moisturized, and your lymph system functions better and can do its job of delivering the immune system where and when it's needed. So you want to find a way to moisturize your skin at least once a day in the winter as part of your cold and flu prevention protocol. And what I want you to do is I want you to test this for yourself, all right? See for yourself. Here's what you do. You moisturize twice a day for 1 week, however, with whatever you want. And then go for 4 days with no moisturizing and tell me what you notice. Pay attention. When you feel dry, when I feel dry, when I let my skin dry out, I feel a little less robust. I feel a little, the thing is that dry skin also affects the nerves, and I feel a little bit more anxious and a little bit more irritable when my skin is dry. So you can get any good organic lotion. I like anything made with Weleda. I love Weleda's skin food, but you can use any lotion that you like that's good for your skin, but you can also use your oils, right? You can use plain carrier oil, or you can use herbal oils. And actually, I have a course that's enrollment is opening up soon for you, and where you can learn inexpensively to make super high quality herbal oils that heal your skin, your nerves. You can stay tuned for that. But for now, you can just oil with coconut oil or sesame oil that you have in your kitchen. Coconut oil is more cooling. So if you're a really hot person, you run really hot, you can oil with coconut. And sesame oil, just the regular sesame oil that you find in your kitchen for cooking, it's a very warming oil. So here's what you do. You just grab one of those oils from your kitchen, okay? So you take your bath or shower, and at the end of the shower, while you are still in there, just rub the oil all over your body, okay? And then what you do is when you get out, you pat dry to get the water off without removing all the oil. And then what I like to do is I like to wear a bathrobe for about half an hour to let the oil soak in before I put on my PJs. Now, if you're not going to take a shower every night or a bath every night, what you can do is you can just oil your feet. If you're just like, I just can't oil my whole body every night, just start with your feet. Put a towel down in your room and oil your feet. I do this right before my bed. So I go and I wash my feet in the bathtub, and then I sit down on my bed and I put my feet on a towel on the floor, and I oil my feet. And again, I do this right before bed, and then I let my feet sit on a towel for about 15 minutes while I'm laying down. I put the towel on the bed and I let the oil soak in, right? So again, this is so simple, but take a minute and think of when was the last time you hydrated or moisturized your skin, right? Keeping your skin moisturized during the winter, it supports your lymph and immune system and is one of those simple, kind of like invisible prevention tools that can really help and really add up. Because again, when you keep your skin moisturized, the lymph is just right under the skin, and it keeps the lymph fluid and moving and in integrity and able to work for you. And it really is an amazing, very simple home remedy to help support your immune system, right? So, okay, drink up and oil up. I hope this helps you, and I am actually wishing you the very best of health this winter season, and I would love to leave me a comment and let me know what is your favorite stay healthy, simple home remedy wellness tip.